can just have your seat.
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Icyambere reka mbanze nshimiye.
Let me first of all thank.
Shobora kubyibagirwa.
I might end up forgetting.
Ariko reka mbanze nshimira abantu.
But let me first thank people.
Cyambere nshimiye abantu bose bari aha ngaha uyu munsi.
First of all, I really appreciate you all who are here.
Uyu munsi ni uw'agaciro cyane kuri twebwe.
It's a very great day for us.
Twongeye no kubwira abantu bawuhaye agaciro kuko muri Kenya hari impunzi nyinshi.
I also tell those people who made it so important because there are so many refugees in Kenya.
Abantu basize ibyabo bakaza kudushigikira.
Those who left their own work so that they can come and support us.
Imana yo mu ijuru ibaho umugisha.
May God bless you.
Ndongera kandi gushimira abantu batekereje kuri ibi bintu.
Again, I thank those people who came up with this idea.
Numvishije ukuntu imyaka ari myinshi.
You have heard how long the duration is.
Ariko tugiye kwibuka bano bantu bacu inshuro ya 4.
But we're just remembering our people for the 4th time.
Ndabashimiye cyane abantu babitekereje.
I really thank you all who thought of us.
Twe twarabitekerezaga tukabura aho twobihera.
We used to think about the idea but we didn't know how to start.
Urya ntawe uzupfusha ngo yihambire adashigikiwe n'abandi.
You can never let something out of you without the support from outside. You can never just help yourself.
Ariko dushimiye abantu ba karere ka Bibogobogo bose muri rusange.
I really thank those people from Bibogobogo area.
Bakoze ikintu gikomeye cyane.
Who did this great thing?
Iki kintu,
this great thing,
twari twarabuze ukuntu twabivuga.
We didn't know how to let it out.
Zazaga bidutera isoni.
It was so shameful.
Bikadutera ipfunwe.
It was so shameful to us.
Tukabivuga twiherereye.
We could just say it, but just
tukabivugana agahinda kenshi n'umubabaro.
We can just say it with so much pain.
Bamwe muri twebwe barwara amahahamu katavugira kivurwa.
Even others went ahead and got depression and pressures.
Ariko turabashimiye kuko igihe cyari iki ngiki iyo tubivuze imitima yacu iraruhuka.
We really thank you for this was the time because our hearts usually get out.
Zatuzimbije imitima igihe kirekire.
It has been inside our hearts for long.
Njewe rimwe na rimwe hari ahantu twajaga no gutarama mu masengesho n'abandi.
Sometimes we could even go to churches.
Kumva baceceka nkarara mbibabwira ijoro ryose rigaca.
And I felt like they can just shut up so that I can just tell them the history.
Kurya mpaye mbivuga bamwe ntibabiha agaciro.
Wherever I could just say people did not take it as important.
Abandi ni ibintu nyine biri aho by'ibitera soni by'ibitera bibashaka twisengera ariko njire nkumva twabivuga.
Others used to feel that so shameful and I used to feel that they
ndabireka.
So after some time I just stopped.
Nta mpamvu yo kubireka no kubivuga.
Again I say to myself there is no importance of saying.
Dushima Imana ku gihe cyari iki ngiki.
But I really thank God that this was the right time.
Cyo guha agaciro abacu.
To give the respect to our people.
Natwe abasigaye tukiha agaciro ndetse twiyubaka.
Even for us to remain behind, we're supposed to respect ourselves and build ourselves.
Imana yo mu ijuru bayobozi baho umugisha.
May God bless you leaders.
Imana yo mu ijuru ibaho umugisha.
May the Lord is in heaven bless you.
Twazaga tubivuga.
We used to say those words.
Twaranabivuze aho mutangiye kubikorera.
We also say it so since you started.
Tukavuga imbaraga z'abacu batashinguwe.
We also said about the strength of those people we did not
ariko tukagira imbaraga kuko bari mu ijuru.
And we are so strong because we are so sure that they are in heaven.
Ikintu cyatugaruyemo bamwe ntibiyahura.
The thing that brought us about is that some people did not commit suicide.
Nuko tuzi ko bagiye mu ijuru.
It's because they went to heaven.
Habe nubwo batashinguwe ngo bagire imva nziza.
Even if they are not buried.
Habe nubwo batagiriwe amakaro n'ibindi.
If there's no evidence of them where they are. Even if we don't know where we can just find them.
Ariko bari intwari kuko baharaniye baja mu ijuru.
They were heroes and they just fought for heaven.
Kandi dufite ibyiringiro kuko tuzababona.
And we have that trust and believe that we're going to meet them again.
Kandi nubwo imitima yacu ibabaye.
Even if our hearts are so pain.
ariko bo ahantu bagiye ni heza kurusha hano twe turi.
But wherever they are in a good place more than us.
Nubwo turi kwibuka tuvuge ngo Imana ishimwe.
Even if you're remembering, let's say praise be to God.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. N'abantu benshi cyane.
There are so many people.
Dufite ibyiringiro.
We have the trust and belief.
Turibuka twiyubaka.
We remember as we rebuild ourselves.
Turibuka duha agaciro abacu.
We remembering them as we respect them.
Natwe dufite icyizere kuko igiti iyo gitemwe.
We also believe that once a tree is cut down, it's usually grow again.
Aba bana bose mubona hano bari bicaye.
The ones that have took their seats.
Benshi babuze base babura ba nyina.
Most of them lost their parents.
Abandi imiryango imwe mwumvishije ipfira gushira.
Even other families, they all died. Nobody remained behind.
Ariko narimbuze kubera iyo mpamvu kuko hari ico cyizere.
For that reason, because we have the belief and faith
kuko tuzongera kubabona.
That you're going to meet them
Uwasigaye ari umwe.
Whoever remain behind and you are one.
Nko muri bangahe batatu bane batanu.
Maybe you have a family of 4 to 5 people.
Abantu biwacu mu Bibogobogo.
Our people from
Twebwe baradufashe nanje nari impari.
I was also there.
Ntabwo mbitinda nabivuze mu incuro nyinshi ngiye kurangiza.
I'm going to be brief because I've just said it.
Tugira ngo bagiye kutwica neza neza dupfe nanone.
I thought we're going to be killed.
Ariko ibintu by'akababaro byo kujana abantu muri Tanzania.
But that thing of
abandi bakafata ku ngufu abakobwa batoya.
Even some small girls were raped.
Bakatubwira kuko twebwe batagiye kutwica tugiye gushakwa nabo.
They used to tell us that we won't kill you, but we're going to marry you.
Ibyo bintu byadukuye imitima turababara.
That's what pained us most.
Ibyo bintu nibyo byatubabaje cyane kurusha ibindi bintu.
That's what hurt us more.
Ibyo bintu byaratubabaje.
That thing hurted my heart.
Ariko turashima Imana kuko ku munota wa nyuma twabayeho.
But we really thank God for the last minute.
Nyuma ya zero tukabaho.
And after 0 we are still alive.
Turiho abantu bo kwa Matare ni benshi cyane kuri uno munsi abana bacitse ku icumi.
People from Matare, we are still there and we are so many.
Uno mwana yabivuzeho yabikomojeho.
There was a child who said it.
Avuga ukuntu bageze Ibaraka twebwe ntitwagezeyo.
She said about how they reached Baraka. I'm not going to say what happened through in that church. But when they reached at Baraka, they did very many things and said things. She was not going inside the whole history, but she just touched how they took the men. They used to say that they're going to be the head first. They used to beat head, hands and legs. And then they took the women and they killed them through the process that you heard. My message to people, those who thought of this project, also join others. Just group yourself with others who are far and even those who are here. Today the pains that you have, the pains that are inside our hearts, it's because of the ladies and women and the men, the young boys who went there, and they were drugged and were told that we are the people who are bad. And they were given other drugs so that they can even forget about our homes. You can just try your best so that you can do all your best. Just give us justice. Just search and find those people. Once we hear those news, even the hearts that are already hurt, Wherever there were scars,
harongera akaba ibisebe.
the scar usually
Atonekara
renews
cyane.
and usually pains more.
Ndangije mpeza agaciro abantu biwacu.
I do respect those people of my home.
Agaciro abantu biwacu.
I respect our
Hari
people.
abantu b'intwari benshi.
There were hero people.
Bagategeko n'abagabo bari intwari turabibuka.
Gategeko was among the hero. We remember him.
Turibuka abantu benshi b'abasore bamutware badukundiraga imiryango.
We remember young boys who loved our families.
Ababyeyi bacu badutoje ibintu byiza kugezana n'ubu tukaba tukiba mu nzira y'agakiza.
We remember our parents who raised us and brought up.
Mukecuru yazaga aje gusenga mu ikanisa akavuga ngo data wa twese turi mu ijuru izina ryawe ryubaha ubwami bwawe buze.
Remember my mother used to say, our Heavenly Father, let your hallowed be your name. Let your will be done as it is done in the heaven. And she continued with other words.
Na n'ubu ngunda kubwira abana ngo nyogokuru asenga ngo data wa twese turi mu ijuru izina ryawe ryubahwe.
Up to date, I usually tell my children that my mother used to.
Abantu biwacu twabibuka ku bintu byinshi.
Our people, we can just remember them with so many things. We usually remember those who try their own best. Gitati is a hero. He did not give up on the family. He said that
kumva uburyo bari mu gace ka Kabera bafashwe.
He's going to give us a brief information of how the Kabera people were treated.
Ndagira ngo mbanze mbibwire.
I firstly want to introduce myself to you.
Kugira ngo wenda ibyo tugiye kuvuga bibashe kumvikana.
So that you can just hear what I'm going to give out.
Jewe nitwa Musa Matare.
My name is Musa Matare.
Cyangwa se Kimararungu.
Or Kimararungu.
Nkaba umwuzukuru w'uwo Matare na Kinyamarura Mariamu.
I'm a grandson to those people.
Nkaba umuhungu wa chef Marehemu Rukinisha.
I'm a son to Rukinisha.
Tugiye kuvuga urugenzi rw'Ikabera.
We're going to talk about the journey of Kabera in a brief way.
Ndavuga ibyo nabonye.
I'm just going to say what I saw with my naked eyes.
Ibyo ntabonye.
What I did not see.
Ibyo simbizi cyane nk'ibyo nabonye.
I don't know it as much as I know what I saw.
Mbere yuko umwuka mubi utera.
Before the bad omen came.
Habayeho kwitunganya.
There were preparations.
Abantu baritunganya.
People went ahead and prepared themselves.
Mu buryo bwose bushoboka.
In every possible way.
Bikiraho.
Atu was still there.
Mbere y'ibyumweru nka bibiri niba ntibagiwe.
2 weeks before.
Mbere yuko iryo yicwa Rubozo riba.
Before the war came.
Barabanje batwara data.
They took my father.
N'undi mwumvishije witwa Mahota.
Together with the one that you had called Mahonda.
Barabatwara.
They took them away.
Babanje kubagumisha nk'imushimbake iminsi mike abahazi Bubembe.
They took them in Bubembe for some time.
Ngo buce barabatwara babimurira ibuvira.
And they shift them into Buvira.
Byose Ikabera ngiye kuvuga byagumye kuhaba abasaza papa nawo Mahota ntibari bahari.
Everything that I'm going to give out the message, my father was not there.
Jewe nari mutoya nari mfite nk'imyaka none 12 hafi aho.
I was still so young, around 12 years.
Cyangwa 13 sinibuka neza.
I was just around there.
Nagiye kubona mbona igitero ku manywa y'ihangu.
I was just sitting somewhere and I saw people attacking us.
Igitero kiraza.
Those who were attacking us came.
Abantu bamwe bagasa nk'abaja kwihisha nyine birukanka hafi aho twari dukikijwe n'udusozi.
Some people just went ahead and started to hide.
Bamara gukora ibyo aduye ubwo nizo mvuga.
after doing what they were doing,
bamara gukora ibyo bakora abagiye nko kwihisha hafi aho ngaho y'umuhana bagasubira bagasa nk'abaza nyine.
those who are hiding just around there, they could just come back.
ariko ijwi ryaje ari rimwe rivuga ngo ntihagire umuntu usubira kugenda.
But one voice came and said that nobody should
ikabera
escape
habaga
again.
ubutunzi ikabera habaga ubutunzi bwinshi.
In Kabera there were so riches.
abagizi ba nabi nibwo babanjemo.
The rebels started with our wealth.
baza mu buryo bwo gupiya.
They just came.
barapiya kabisa, sintondagura buri kintu, ariko baje mu buryo bwo gupiya.
They came and get rid of everything that we had.
ngo barangize bivuta mu bantu.
So after that, they joined people.
uko abantu rero batangiye basehwa,
As people were started to be killed,
baturundiye mu ikanisa.
they took us in a church,
baturundira mu ikanisa.
just in one church.
ni ukuvuga ngo uko badutwaraga badukura mu ikanisa,
Just the way they were taking us away from the church.
habagaho guhamagara umuryango runaka.
They used to call us through family.
niba ari umuryango wa shefu rukinisha byenda ku rugero,
If, for example,
bakamuhamagara mamu ubwo agasohokana n'abana biwe bose.
my family, they could just come out
hafi
together.
aho hari imodoka yari ishinzwe nyine uwo bari kubahamagara umuryango ku muryango, yinjiraga mu modoka igenda.
Outside there was a car which was responsible to take the family that they had already
tudatinze
called.
ubwo uko imodoka yuzuraga,
As the bus or the car filled up,
niko badutwaraga batujana batwerekeza ibaraka.
that's how they took us to Baraka.
kera bahitaga mu iboma, ariko n'ubu ndagira ngo niko.
They used to call it in Boma.
tumaze kugera twese aho ngaho ibaraka,
When all of us reached there in
baduhitije mu
Baraka,
kizu kimwe cy'igipurizo.
they took us in one prison.
icyo kizu twahitiyemwo narakibonye n'amaso yanje.
That hall that they were taken,
cyari
they took
ikizu
us,
giteye agahinda cyane.
it was a very painful
ko ndagenda
hall.
simbuka kugira ngo tubanguke.
I'm just going to be brief.
simvuze uko batwaye kaka, simvuze uko ibyo byose,
I did not say about my grandma and
ariko
others,
aho ngaho muri icyo kizu
but in that hall,
twabonye Imana.
we saw God.
twabonye Imana.
We saw God.
habaye twabonye Imana.
We really saw God with our naked eyes.
nza nibuka muri iryo joro,
I do remember that night.
indirimbo nza nibuka yaririmbiwemo,
The only song which used to be sung inside
haririmbwa
there,
indirimbo ivuga ngo tuziruhutsa tugeze mu ijuru.
it used to say that we're going to rest once we are in heaven.
iyo ndirimbo niyo nibuka.
That's the song that I can simply remember.
muri icyo kizu baradutwara,
In that house, they took us
batwerekeza kuri Tanganyika.
and went ahead to Tanganyika.
batwerekeza kuri Tanganyika.
They took us to Tanganyika
batwinjiza iboti.
and we went on a boat.
iboti irahaguruka
The boat departures.
ngo tuje kugera mu kiyaga hagati.
When we reached in the middle of the lake,
iboti irakwama.
the boat stuck.
iboti irakwama kabisa,
Stuck
biranga,
there, and it was so
kandi
impossible.
harimo umuhengeri mwinshi cyane.
And there were so waves.
hari aho ubwato bwari ko bugira bucya tukagira ngo buratwubika.
Sometimes the waves used to carry out
ngo
the boat
imare
and lift
gupfa
us.
baradutoteza cyane turi aho ngaho.
They abused us while we were still there in the
aho
water.
imoteri yazimiye y'ubwo bwato bwari budutwaye,
When the motor just went off,
aho ngaho twaje kwisanga urundi ruhande bitewe n'umuhengeri wa Tanganyika.
we just found ourselves on the other side of the lake due to the
baradutwara,
waves.
nako iboti imaze gukwamiraho twaratotejwe cyane,
After that,
ariko cyane cyane kaka
My grandma was so abused.
Mariamu sorry sinzi nivuga kaka mubashe kubyumva.
Mariamu was so abused.
Bakamukubita cyane turi muri ubwo bwato.
They used to beat her up and we was there.
Cyane twese nuko.
That's how it went.
Turasenga cyane naho ubwo bakaduhora kuvuga ngo ni Mariamu nakore yo moteri yabo nyine ngo ubwato bashe kwaka tugende.
They used to say that Mariam is the one who's supposed to
Umwuzukuru abantu barasenze bihagije muri ubwo bwato.
People really prayed in that
boat.
Ntabwo
basengeye moteri ngo ikore.
They did not pray for the motor.
Umuntu uko yari kwasenga ari kwasengera ubugingo.
We used to just pray for our souls.
Zo gutekereza ngo imoteri zake dukomeze.
Thinking about the
motor.
To just come into confirmation.
Imoteri yaje kwaka.
The motor went on and
twakomeza ngo tujiyo twari tugiye.
We did not go where we were going.
Bari barakaye cyane.
They were so hungry.
Baradukubanura muri rya prison ry'ibaraka.
So they took us into that prison again.
Iryo ryose ni icarubozo. Nuko ngo tugere ibaraka abantu barasenga cyane basaba Imana ko itwemerera tugakomeza.
When we reached there in Baraka, we asked God to give us the strength so that it can continue.
Imoteri yaje kwaka.
And the motor just went on.
Urwoga no rugenzi rwa kabiri ruja Ibuvira.
That's the second journey heading to Uvira.
Nuko twurira boti turagenda.
We boarded the boat and went ahead.
Uko twagiye twaje kwisanga Ibuvira.
We just found ourselves in Uvira.
Tukiri mu kiyaga hagati.
As we were still in the
abahazi bari ko batwereka bakatubwira ngo hari ani Ibuvira.
Those who are familiar, they used to point and say that that's Uvira.
Twashitse ku nkombe nanone ngo twururuke.
We did not reach where we are going and
wagumye aho mu mazi nyine hagati muri Tanganyika.
We remained there at the shore.
Hakurya twaterera amaso tukahabona ibintu bihenstaye ku musoziga.
When we used to see far from
there,
we used to think that the things that were placed there are the ones that are going to kill us. So we came out of the boat. There near there was some buses. There were old buses which was made from roads. They are so big and made from roads. They used to take us from the boat into those buses. I can't remember the places that they took us. They usually call it at the Poro. They took us to where my father was. It was a very long time since I saw my father. When we reached there, they took us where my father and Mahota was prisoned. We were in that bus which was made of roads. It had spaces so I can just peep and see. The women and children were in that bus, and the men were ahead of us. That's how we were sitting. I just saw my father coming towards the door. His shirt was already torn. My father went ahead to where other men were sitting.
mukanya mbona mahota nawe waramusohoye.
After a while, I saw Mahota also coming.
Arazamuka nyina shona imodoka abandi bagabo bari bicaye.
Again went where other men were sitting.
Urugendo rurakomeza turagenda.
That's how the journey continued.
No mukamanyura.
Up to Mukamanyura.
Kamanyura mwumva niho wa data baguye.
Mukamanyura, that's where my father died.
Twarashitse Kamanyura.
When we reached there,
babanza kumanura abagabo.
they first took out all men.
Babanza kumanura abagabo.
They took all the men
Tuhasanga utuzu tubiri tw'udutunda.
and took them into 2 houses.
Utwo tuzu tubiri baratubwira ngo abagabo barajaha abagore bajaha ngaha.
They grouped us and said men they're going to go into one room and
Abagabo
other
bose
women
baramanuka
other.
tubareba.
All the men went ahead as we were seeing
Amanuka
them.
yinjira aho bamweretse undi yinjira aho bamweretse.
Everyone used to go where they used to point.
Ngeze ku musozo.
Just feel calm. In conclusion,
Tugezweho rero abamama cyangwa se n'abana nyine.
when they reached where we were,
Umutima umurambwira ngo siyo nyuze aho data yanyuze.
one heart told me, like, why can't I go where my father
Papa
is?
nkaja kumuramutsa.
Why can't I go and greet my father?
Ariko ntabwo cyari cyo gihe.
But that was not the time.
Uwakurikiye abagabo yajanye nabo.
Those who went with men went ahead with the men.
Ngiye kubabwira gatoya gusa ko nabonye mu iprizo twari turimwe abamama.
I'm just going to say that in that prison that I was locked in, I saw my mother.
Twarahakubitiwe.
We were so beaten up.
Twarahakubitiwe.
They beat us.
Kaka yaraturambitse mu maso twese turiko Mariamu.
My grandmother was also there.
Yaraturambitse mu maso twese aho tuwaye tumureba.
My grandmother took us where we can just see her.
Noneho habaho igihe cyo kuvuga ngo baza basohora umuntu umwe umwe yaba umwana umwe umwe ntibari bakiri ko basohora umubyeyi n'abana biwe.
It reached at a point that they're going to take people
Kandi
one by
ntabwo nari
one.
nibagiwe.
The thing that I had left behind.
Cyo gihe itegeko ryari kuvuga ngo ninda yicwe.
They used to say the law was that even the unborn children must be killed.
Iryo niryo ryari itegeko.
That was the law that was made.
Noneho jewe reka mvuga uko nasohotse muri ako gaprizo.
So I'm going to tell you how I escaped that prison.
Babanje kaka. Babanje Mariamu.
They first killed my grandma.
Bamuteruye.
They took her up.
Bamukubitaguye ibipasu byinshi.
They really beated her so many
agenda
slaps.
virirana.
She could just go and bleeding.
Bamwambutsa ku Rusizi cyangwa se mu Bugarama.
As she was being cruised around Rusizi.
Dusohoka mu muryango wako gaprizo.
When I was out of that
wari
prison,
kurangiza mu Bugarama tukahabona inkotanyi.
you can just see in Rugarama and you can
Ariko
see
ntidusobanukirwe ko ari inkotanyi.
but we did not know that they
Tukagira
are
ngo none
rebels.
nizo ntera hamwe zigiye kuturimbura.
We thought that they are the enemies who are going to kill us.
Ico gihe mukaka bamaze kumwambutsa.
After my grandma was cruised,
batangiye nyine umuntu ku giti ciwe yaba umwana yaba nyina ku giti ciwe.
so they started bringing out a
Nageze
child by
nageze
themselves.
hanze.
When I reached outside,
Nzanebuka ko bankubise ingumi nkazingahe.
I remember they gave me some feast
kahaja ku rutugu.
around here, my shoulders.
Uko bagukubitaga nyine ibyo bagukubitaga basa n'abahaye baguhirika baguhutaza.
They could just beat you up as you go down.
Bakubwira ngo iruka nyine uhaye wambuka Rusizi uja mu Bugarama.
As they tell you to just run for yourself as you're going to cross Rusizi.
Rero ngiye kurangiriza ku rupfu rw'ababyeyi.
I'm going to end my story at the death of my parents.
Sinarubonye.
I did not see it.
Sinarubonye.
I did not see it.
Ariko ndavuga uko twabwiwe.
But I'm going to say what I was told.
Ndavuga uko ababibonye batubwiye.
I'm going to say what those who saw it, what they gave me.
Ababibonye baravuze ngo bageze kuri data.
Those who saw it, they say that once they reached to your father,
ngo bisa nk'ibibagoye ari umuntu ukomeye cyane.
it was so difficult for he was
mu buryo bw'umubiri bwo kuba yakwirwanirira wenda ariko mbivuga.
For he was so strong.
ariko kubera ko wari umwanya w'Imana arabyemera.
But since it was God's time, he accepted it.
Gushinja umuntu yamara gupfa niba batandukanyije ijosi n'igituza,
They used to cut the body parts.
intumbi ikaririmba.
You can imagine a dead
Intumbi
person just
ikaririmba.
singing.
Nuko niko abanyakabera bagize iherezo.
That's how those
Babishe
people end.
urupfu rw'agashinyaguro cyane,
They really died a very bad death.
gutema umuntu wamara kubona ko wamutsinze aho ngaho,
After just stabbing people, and
ntibabone ko bihagije bagasubira bakamuta no mu ruzi.
they don't feel like it's enough, and they could just throw
Uko
them.
bafataga umuntu bamumanurira muri Rusizi,
As they were taking people to Rusizi,
yajanaga n'indirimbo
you used to go with a song,
ari intumbi.
and you are just a dead body.
Nkaba ndangije nshimira mwese,
In my conclusion, I really thank you all,
ababyeyi, abashumba bacu, bashiki bacu n'abakecuru,
the parents, old ages, and the pastors,
mwaje kudufata mu mugongo muri ibi birori.
those who came to comfort us.
Niba mbyita ibirori sinzi niba ari iki, munyihanganire,
I don't know if it's a celebration,
ariko nuko ni ku rugendo rw'ikabera rwagenze.
but that's how Kabera journey was.
Tukaba dushoje dusaba amahanga, dusaba ubutabera
We just concluding our history, asking for justice,
ko badukorera ibishoboka byose
just to try their level best,
bakadufasha,
so that they can help us.
abaduhekuye
Those who are not with us,
bakagaragara,
they can be able to be visible again,
bakabiryoswa.
so that they can be able to be seen again.
Murakoze kubwo kutwihanganira.
Thank you so much for the comfort.
nuko muradufasha kwibuka, turabashimiye.
Thank you so much for the help that you're giving us, so that we can remember.
Kandi no kwihangana cyane twese kuko biragoye kuvuga muri ibi bihe bimeze nk'ibi ngibi.
And we are supposed to be so strong, for it is so impossible.
Je nitwa Muhire John,
I'm Muhire John.
papa yitwaga Edinasi Kayandara,
My father was that one,
nanje narokotse muri bariya bandi bose barokotse mu bibogobogo,
and I'm among us those who escaped it.
ariko nje ndi umunyabivumu, niho jewe namanutse.
But I'm from Bivumo.
Oh. Hanyuma mu bivumu twebwe twamanutse ahitwa Mugweba.
We went ahead in Rugwema.
Twamanutse Mugweba,
Mugweba.
niho twebwe twamanutse muri abo babembe hitwa Mugweba.
That's where we went ahead with the Babembe.
Twamanutse Mugweba, twahageze ku itariki 20 z'ukwezi kwa 9.
We reached there on 20th of September.
Tugeze Mugweba batujana mu mazu atandukanye, niho bagiye badupangisha mu mazu atandukanye.
On reaching there, they separated us and took us in different houses.
Tugeze icumweru cuzuye turaho Mugweba, umunsi icumweru cuzuye niwe munsi bisha abantu bo mu bivumu no mu magaje.
1 week after that, after we reached there, that's where they kill people.
Abasirikare baraje, ibo bishwe n'abasirikare ba leta, ntabwo bishwe n'interahamwe gusa zonyine cyangwa mayimayi gusa, bari abasirikare ba leta nibo baje Mugweba, nibo bisha abantu.
They were killed with government police. That's the ones who killed them.
Bagiye mu nzu imwe bica abantu n'amasasu, barabarasa mu nzu irimo abagabo, irimo abagore, irimo abana.
They went in one of the house, which was it had men, women, and children, and they all got shot.
Uwo munsi babica hari ku itariki 27, urumva ko twari twujuje icumweru turi Mugweba.
It was on 27th when they died.
Muri iryo joro babica, barabishe buraca mu gitondo, nta muntu waza ugera hanze kubera amasasu yari menshi cyane.
Since they killed them during the night, there's nobody who stepped out of their house because there were so many gunshots.
Hanyuma twebwe inzu twari turimo, umubembe wa araza aratubwira ngo abantu bapfuye muri inzu nyine bo baza bayivuga bayizi bashize.
So in the house that we were in, one Mubembe said that so many people died in the other house.
turara aho ngaho ariko nyine tuzi ko abantu bapfuye bashize twari tuzi wenda ko hari n'umuntu wavuyemo.
We spent the whole night there knowing that everyone had already died.
Ngo habe mu gitondo buhaya bucagurikana tubona abantu batangiye gutangira guseha imirambo bayikura muri iyo nzu biciyemo abantu bayijana kuri Tanganyika.
So in the morning they used to take the dead body out of that house and took them to Tanganyika.
Twarabirebaga batwara umurambo bamwe tukabamenya abandi bakabororosa tubireba n'amaso yacu.
They could cover some of them, even others were just taken just the way, and we could just see them by our naked eyes.
Bamaze gutwara imirambo hamaze guca baraje bavuga ko twese tuva mu nzu tukaja hanze.
So they instructed us that we are supposed to get out of that house and go outside.
Batubwira ko bagiye kutujana ibuvira muri ico gitondo baraye bisha abantu bamaze guseha n'imirambo.
They told us that they're going to take us to Uvira.
Hanyuma abantu bari barashwe muri iyo nzu hari abantu bari barashwe bari inkomeri bo ntibabajana kuri Tanganyika babarekeraho turababona bamwe turavugana batubwira ko ibo batagenda n'ubwato twebwe bari bamaze kutubwira ko bagiye kutujana ibuvira bakatujana n'ubwato.
They told us that we are not going to go with those people who are shot but not dead, and they were supposed to be taken different part from us.
Batujana kuri Tanganyika batujana ku bwato batubwira ko abo bantu bari bubazane n'imodoka abo b'inkomeri tugahurira Uvira niko batubwiye ico gihe batujana ku bwato.
They took us on the boat and told us that those who are injured there, they're going to be brought with cars and they're going to meet them in Uvira.
Hanyuma twebwe twaragiye tuzi ko izo nkomeri turazizi abana harimo abana b'abakobwa harimo abana batoya b'impinja bamwe bato.
Among those people who were injured there were children, women and girls.
Twageze ku bwato aho ngaho ku bwato twebwe batujanamo batwerekeza kwa Mbogo niho bahise batujana.
When they took us to that boat, they took us direct to Mbogo.
Tugeze kwa Mbogo,
when we reached there,
bafashe abagabo babatandukanya n'abagore n'abana bagumana n'abagore abagabo babashira ukwabo.
They separated us men and children with the women were taken together and the men separate.
Hanyuma ijoro ngo rimare kuba,
when the night came,
bafata babagabo baragenda bazana ubwato bakaza bapakira abagabo babapakiye mu byiciro bitatu.
At night they took the men in 3 times.
Twarabirebaga n'amaso yacu bapakira iciciro ca mbere baja guta muri Tanganyika.
They took the first session and dropped them in Tanganyika.
Bafata iciciro ca kabiri ndetse n'ica gatatu.
The second session and the third one.
Bose bajana muri Tanganyika bakagaruka nta muntu bagarukanye n'umwe.
All of them were drawn in the Tanganyika and nobody could come back with them.
Hanyuma aho ngaho twasigaye kuri Tanganyika bamaze kwica abagabo kandi nabwo bamaze kubata muri Tanganyika.
After they killed all the men in Tanganyika,
kubera iminsi abantu bari bamaze batarya n'inzara hari umwana wahapfiriye aho ngaho kuri Tanganyika yari umwana mutoya.
Since we had spent so many days without eating, there's
ni mushiki wacu
just a girl who died because of the hungry, and the mother is here.
Ararangiza aho ngaho kuri Tanganyika uko yashinguwe namwe murabyumva.
She just died and you can just understand how she was buried.
Aho kuri Tanganyika muri abo bantu bataye muri Tanganyika haje kogoroka umugabo umwe.
Among us those men who were drawn in that Tanganyika, they survived only one man.
Arogaragaruka ku nkomba zamuka imisozi.
He went ahead, swim and went on the mountains.
Arangije nawe ngo agere ku musozi baramufata baramugarura.
When he reached at the mountain, they took him back.
Nawe umubyeyiwe ari hano ababishobora baramubona.
Even the parent is still here.
Hanyuma tukiraho mu Gweba hari abagabo bari bajanye abagabo 5.
There are 5 men who were taken.
Bari bagiye bashoreye inka ubwo murumva inka zo batangiye kuzijya tukiri mu Gweba tutarahava batarica abantu.
They used to even take out our kettles even we are still alive.
Bagiye bashoreye inka twabasanze kwa Mbogo ubwo mu gitondo nabo barabazana barabatwereka hamwe na wawundi wogorotse.
They came up and showed us at the Mbogo place together with those men.
babashira hariya hanze turababona ikizu bari badushizemo turabareba ntawabaramukije twaza tubarangiza hanze turimo indani.
Nobody greeted them. We could just see them from afar.
Hanyuma twe habaye nimugoroba kandi barongera batwuriza ibato batujana ku iporo iriya y'Ibuvira.
When we reached in the evening, they took us to the boat again, took us to Uvira.
Babagabo basigaye aho ngaho bari bashoreye inka.
The remaining men who headed the cattle.
Urupfu bapfuye Pasiteri Vincent yabibabwiye barabatwitse mu muriro mu ifuru baratwika ifuru ngo bamare bakazashiramo umuntu.
They just burned them down.
Tugeze ku iporo twahamaze iminsi 2.
When we reached at the poro, we spent there 2 days.
Twaraye mu mazi buraca mu gitondo.
We spent the whole night in the water.
Baje kudukura aho ngaho ku iporo batujana kubwegera.
They took us from
kubwegera niho twasanze baza batubwira ngo niho biciye abantu ariko twaje kubimenya twageze mu Bugarama batubwira ko ariho biciye Abanyakabera.
Kubwegera, that's where they killed so many people, and they told us that the Kabera people were so killed.
Iyo nzu waza wicara haho bicaye hasi kuri sima ukazufata kuri sima kubera amaraso ukazufatana na sima guhaguruka ukaze kikaba kibazo.
Since many people were killed there, the whole house was full of blood, so you can just even stuck there because of the blood.
Naho twaraharaye buraca.
Again we spent a night there.
Barongera badupakira mu modoka batujana mu Kamanyura.
Again they took us to Kinyamarura.
Mu Kamanyura naho tuhageze batandukanyije abana b'abahungu bari bavuze ko abana b'abahungu bose bagomba kwicwa.
They say that all the male children should be killed.
Bafata abana b'abahungu natwe twari bato cyane babatandukanya n'ababyeyi n'umwana w'uruhinja baza bamufata bakamuhereza undi muhungu bato kandi nabo bari bato cyane ukazunanirwa kumuterura bakagukubita.
Even the small babies, they could be given to those other young boys, and you can't even carry them because you are still so young also.
Batubwiraga ko abo bana b'abahungu nabo bagiye kwicwa.
They used to tell us that the boys are going to be killed.
Abagore aribo bagomba kuja i Rwanda bonyine.
Only the women are supposed to go to Rwanda.
Aho mu Bugarama twaza turangiza abasirikare nkuko mugenzi wanje amaze kubivuga ku kiraro bahagaze.
At Bugarama we could just see the officers, the police are just for a far distance.
Tumenye ko ari abasirikare b'u Rwanda.
We did not know that they are police from Rwanda.
Bafasha abo bana b'abahungu bose n'utwo twuduhinja baradushorera ku kiraro.
They took the little boys and the young babies.
Twageze ku kiraro tukabona abantu ko nabo tukaza dushaka guhunga dusubira inyuma n'ubundi inyuma bari badushoreye bari abasirikare.
We were kinda wanted to escape there.
Tugeze aho ngaho ku kiraro hari ikintu bari bahashize bari bororoshe kimeze nk'umuntu wapfuye k'umurambo bacororosa kirengeti.
There were a certain thing which looked like a dead body and was covered with a blanket.
Baratubwira ngo bizasobanuraga ko ngo bagomba kumena amaraso n'ubundi.
They say that this meant that we are supposed to shed blood.
Hanyuma abo basirikare b'u Rwanda baraza neza bagera aho hafi kuri ico kintu bari bashize aho barambuka hafi kugera ku butaka bwa Kongo.
The Rwanda army came across about a short distance about to cross into Congo.
Tubona batangiye kutuvugisha ibo bamwe bari barimo abo bazi baratuvugisha.
They went ahead and started communicating with us.
Baradufata bamwe baza baterura abana aho ngaho.
Some even used to carry the babies there.
Tubona n'abantu nyine baje kudutabara wenda titugipfuye.
So we thought that they are the people who came to rescue us. We are not longer dying.
Nibwo baje kuzana ababyeyi baba mama nabo bangabo nabo babazana inyuma yacu twebwe twamaze kugera aho ngaho.
And later they brought the women after us.
Twebwe nuko batujanye mu Rwanda batwambutsa mu Bugarama.
That's how we crossed Bugarama and went ahead to Rwanda.
Rero natwe nkuko abandi bose babivuze natwe tukaba dusoza dusaba ubutabera.
Even if others has just said we're asking for justice.
Abantu bose b'abanyamurenge bashobora kugira ico bukora bakavugira abana bari Tanzania.
Every member of Banyamulenge community and you are somewhere that you can do something. Just do justice for those people who are in Tanzania.
kuko abo bana twasize mu Gweba nta numwe watugezeho haba ibuvira ntabo twahuriye no mu Rwanda ntabo.
Those whom we left behind, there's no one whom we have met.
Babajanye Tanzania nabo niyo bari hamwe n'abariya mwabonye bavuyeyo.
They took them together in Tanzania together with those ones who escaped it.
Rero twebwe nk'abacika cumu tukaba dusaba ubutabera bw'abantu bacu bajanwe Tanzania ndetse n'abakiriho tutazi iyo bari turasaba ubutabera.
So for us who survived that war and everything, we ask for justice for those who are still remaining. Thank you so much.
Abarakoze cyane.
Thank you so much. The survivors to come in front together with those people with the flowers.
Ndagira ngo muze mwese abafite indabo.
I'm requesting those with flowers to come.
Ndagira ngo mumpere ururabo abacika cumu mwese muraza gufatikanya.
I'm going to request you to give the flower to those who survive. You're going to place it there.
Yuno muhango wo kugira ngo tubashe gushingura abacu mu cubahiro tutabashije gushingura.
This is just a program where we're going to
mitima yacu izahora ibibuka kandi bazirikana.
Our hearts will always remember you.
Kuko Imana yabiteguye umunsi umwe tuzabana ubuziriherezo. Muhagarara aho ngaho hanyuma bafata ifoto.
Just the way that the Lord planned, we're going to live together in an endless life.
Murakoze cyane mushobora gusubira mu zicaro.
Thank you so much. May have your seats.
Hanyuma nkuko mwabyumvise bapfuye hapfuyemo abakozi b'Imana batandukanye.
Just the way you have heard, there are pastors who died and
ndagira ngo rero nze gusaba abashumba batambuke.
I'm going to request the pastors to come in front so that they're going to be given the flower.
So abashumba bigira imbere.
All the pastors to come in front.
Marabampera ururabo.
Just give them the flower.
Nabundi namwe murarudushirira hano kuri iyo meza hariya.
You're going to place it on that table.
Dukoresha meza yo hirya. Agira ngo dukoreshe iriya n'ubundi. Kuri uyu munsi rero twirubuka abacu barimo abashumba batandukanye abo mwumvise.
On this day we are remembering different people including
pastors. Ubwo rurabo bibuka abashumba bagenzi babo.
As pastors are leading down the flower remembering their fellow pastors
Imana ishima yuko bagenda.
Who worked for God during their own time.
Tuzahora tubibuka.
We'll still remember you.
Nanone mubo mwumvise harimo abayobozi.
Among us, those who have heard, you heard there were leaders.
Ndagira ngo nze gusaba abachairman bacu batera intambwe bigirana imbere.
Let me request all the chairmen to come in front.
Hanyuma baze kubampera ururabo.
So that you can give them the flower.
Barakoze cyane abayobozi bacu umwanya mwiza wo kwibuka abayobozi bagenzi babo.
Thank you so much for the leaders and the remembrance of your fellow leaders. May God bless you.
Ndagira ngo tuze gusaba komite yaduteguriye uyu muhango wo kwibuka, komite yo kwibuka.
Let me request the committee that arranged this thing.
hanyuma turaza kubikora muri ubu buryo. Komite yo kwibuka na komite y'abibogobogo ziraza kuba zitandukanye. Komite yo kwibuka ariyo ibanza ifate ururabo, hanyuma
The committee of the remembrance ceremonies, the one
n'ubundi
that's going to
turakoresha
start.
iyi meza, n'ubundi iyi twakoresheje. murakoze cyane
Thank you so
tunabashimira
much.
kudutegurira uyu muhango.
We thank you for this program that you have held.
nanone muri bo harimo abahagarariye cyangwa se komite y'akarere ka Bibogobogo.
There
ndagira
are
ngo
also other
abari hano
committee
bigire hano
from
imbere, hanyuma nabo
Bibogobogo. Let me request them to come also.
murakoze cyane abayobozi b'akarere ka Bibogobogo. ndagira ngo namwe mu rwego rwo kunamira abacu mudushirireho urwo rurabo.
Just in the place of respecting
mbonereho
our
guhita
loved
nsaba
ones.
abatuzanira urumuri nanone nabo
request those who are
batuzanire
going to
buje
come
zateguwe.
With the candles to come.
murakoze cyane mwasubira mu byicaro.
You may have your seats.
hanyuma ndaza gusaba abatuzanira buji.
Those with candles.
kanze gusaba ba bishop bacu basabe bigire hano imbere.
Let me request our bishop to come in front.
hanyuma ndaza gusaba mzee nawe yigire imbere, ndetse na chairman Gategeko yigire imbere. hanyuma ndaza gusaba umwe mu bacikacumu kasabe. Yes, ngwino. ndagira ngo mwegere abana, arabaha buji, azajya guha buji gusa.
They'll be giving you candle.
Yes, hanyuma rero abafite ibiriti mucane izo buji. nubwo ibibazo bigenda bitubaho, nubwo tugenda dupfusha abacu,
Even if you usually lose people, different people every day.
ndagira ngo rero muze guhindukira n'urwo rumuri rw'icizere cyo kubaho.
Just come with that lighting candle which give us hope that
Tuzabaho.
you're going to live,
kandi tuzongera tubeho.
and again we're going to live.
nubwo ibibazo by'ubwicanyi bizakomeza kutubaho,
Even those deaths, even if they're going to come back,
ariko tuzabaho,
we're going to still live.
kandi n'abana bacu bazabaho.
Together with our children, they're going to live.
ndagira ngo mbasabe badushirire urumuri hano.
Let me request you to put the candles there at the table.
mugihagaze aho babamfatira ifoto.
As you're still standing, they can just take your picture.
barakoze cyane. ndaza gusaba protocol banzanire ku ntebe hano imbere.
I'm going to ask the ushers to come with a chair here in front.
nk'uko mwagiye mubyumva,
Have you have heard it?
hari